Let's look at 3 soldier and the counterpart of 3 crow, and basically a 3 green or soldier one would be 3 green or white, depending on your charting software. But basically you've got an upward trend. You've got 3 long green bars. That's the key thing you're looking for. You've got 3 long green bars, and they're all consistently all in a row, kind of lined up like little soldiers, right? They're lined up. Like if you have plate soldiers or something, and they're all lined up in a row. And it's really showing the continuation of an uptrend. And really what you're looking for is that they're longer green bars, and that the consistency part, they're very orderly. It looks like they're marching in formation, so to speak, or at least marching upwards in formation. And that's a continuation of the uptrend. That's the indicator that you're looking at. And the stronger that indicator would be is if the top wick, the top part, upper shadow is short. And so it's showing that the close is at or near a high. We don't have real long wicks showing that it really went up real high, but then it came way back down. This is just a nice orderly, it's just following like little soldiers, going right in a pattern, going forward. And really the key thing you're looking at in a soldier pattern is that it's consistent. Both these patterns, you're looking for these kind of consistent looking bars, not a lot up and down, just real orderly. And so that shows a strong indicator the trend is going to continue and go in that same direction. Now it could be going the opposite direction, a downward direction, and then we'd be looking at 3 crows. And candlesticks would be red, or again, depending on your trading platform, could be black. Either way, it's going to be the opposite of something that's trending up. We're looking at 3 red bars. And they're going to be the same thing. You're looking at longer red bars. You're not looking at dojis or very small real bodies. You're looking at really good kind of consistent long red bars. Again, all consistently in a row. Less like the soldier pattern. They're called crows because they're going downward. So decided to be a crow. And it's going to continuation of the downtrend. You're looking at it and say, yep, prices are going to keep going down. I see these 3 red crows. They're marching in nice, orderly fashion. I'm going to, then trade accordingly around that. And so the stronger the indicator would be if the bottom wick is short. So that's showing where the closes are at or already near the low. They're not going way, way down, and certainly there's no real long upper wick trying to drive highs. They're real consistent red bars going in the same direction. In this case, for a crow, they'd be red and prices would be following, but you wouldn't have a long wick at the bottom. So the shorter the wick, the better the indicator. And again, looking for both these patterns, what you're really looking for is that there's consistency. And it's really, that's why the number 3 is important there, because 2 can give you an idea or something like that, but you start getting 3 and they're all consistent like that, then that's a real, really proven kind of pattern out there. Nothing's perfect, of course, but a real proven pattern showing that we're moving in a direction either with the soldiers going upwards in a trend, and that's going to continue, or with the crows going downward in a trend. So look for these chart patterns.